Namaskar, this is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. In 2 days from now, Donald Trump will take oath as the US president. His to-do list for day one in office is quite long, and one of the top agenda items is slapping tariffs on China. A trade war will most certainly follow. Tonight, we'll tell you how it will hurt India. Meanwhile, in Pakistan, Imran Khan has been sentenced to 14 years in jail. What happened to his party's negotiations with the government? Is this the end of his political career? We'll discuss that. The US Supreme Court has upheld the ban on TikTok. Will Donald Trump save it? What is the new deal that Iran and Russia have signed? What does their partnership mean for the region and the world? Why was a reporter dragged out from Blinken's last press conference as US Secretary of State? How Mark Zuckerberg is bending over backwards and rebranding himself and his company to woo Donald Trump. What are meme coins? Why are they popular and why you should be wary? In Indian cricket, it's the BCCI versus star players. The board has cracked the whip with 10 new rules. How spam calls do not spare even world leaders. We'll tell you what happened with the Thai Prime Minister. And how the moon ended up in the latest list of endangered cultural sites. All this and more coming up. The headlines first. The Philippines dares China. Its naval warships hold exercises in the South China Sea. The drill was to assert Manila's rights over the waters, also claimed by Beijing. The Philippines has expressed alarm over Chinese patrols moving closer to its shores. China posts one of its slowest economic growth rates in decades. In 2024, its economy grew by 5%. This comes amid a potential trade standoff with incoming US President Donald Trump. Beijing is expected to be hit the hardest by the tariffs threatened by Trump. Israel Security Cabinet approves the Gaza ceasefire deal. It will now go to the full cabinet for a final green light. The agreement comes into effect on Sunday. It will halt the fighting in what has been Gaza's deadliest war ever and swap Israeli hostages with Palestinian prisoners. South Sudan declares a nighttime curfew after anti-Sudan demonstrations in the capital led to looting. Police fired warning shots as protesters ransacked Sudanese-owned shops. South Sudan is the world's youngest country. It gained independence from Sudan in 2011. And Novak Djokovic says tennis needs to be more fun, suggests dancers should be brought on court during breaks. The Serbian star says tennis must connect more with the younger crowd. Djokovic is bidding for a record 25th Grand Slam title at the Australian Open.
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines. Detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT. Only on Firstpost.